So we are the Electric Cranks. The Electric Cranks are a unique group of cyclists. We're all heart patients from Wythenshawe. Most of us have received a thing called an LVAD, which is basically a heart pump, which takes over the functioning of our hearts, which for various reasons have ceased to function. So we're only alive because we got LVADs. And we decided some years ago to form ourselves into a cycling group, gradually recruited a growing number of people, and we go out and do all sorts of crazy things on two wheels, thanks to the joys of electric bikes. We have quite different stories. I think that's quite an important. It's probably a good idea.
How we all ended up in hospital. Yeah, they're very different stories. I was just working too hard basically, and then going home in the evening and trying to keep fit as well. And I was just working my heart too hard, and that's why it just packed in. And I ended up on the floor. So after 42 days in hospital, I came out with this LVAD, and the consultants all recommended cycling, and then realised there was a cycling club at Wythenshawe Hospital, and they had the e-bikes, and once I got on the e-bikes I never looked back. It was like, wow, this is a completely different culture to being on a manual bike, and that's why we love e-bikes. And we can understand people think it's cheating, but when you're a disabled person and you get on the e-bike and you get your life back and you get your freedom back, it's fantastic.
Yeah. My story is almost complete opposite. I was diagnosed with heart failure many years ago, 2001. Initially, after initial diagnosis, I was able to lead pretty well a normal life, and for many years. But over a period of time, it just got worse and worse and worse. The nature of cardiomyopathy, which is what I was suffering from, the heart becomes enlarged and weaker. It was becoming critical. I was referred to Wythenshawe, and that's what basically made all the difference. They told me basically my heart was knackered. I needed a new heart, needed a heart transplant, but I was too ill to have a transplant. So I was in hospital, and they put the LVAD in. That saved my life. And then initially through some really excellent post-hospital physio care, and then through joining up with the Cranks, I've been able to re-establish a decent level of physical fitness and strength, and do things that I thought I'd never be able to do. And certainly being able to walk up on high ground, on hills, all of that had gone forever. Electric bikes have brought all of that back within my grasp and more. I mean, the idea that I do a 3-day coast-to-coast bike ride, which was always one of my ambitions before I got ill, I thought I'd never be able to achieve that. But thanks to e-bikes, we've done it more than once, and we keep on looking for new challenges and enjoying the ride as well as the view.
I met these guys last year and leapt on an electric bike and had a go, and thought, oh, this is for me. And then the opportunity of borrowing the Volt bike for a few months came up, and I jumped at it and met Bob and went for a cycle, and some of it was a bit steep, but most of it was great. And I've been cycling it around flatter places than this, around York. That's really been great, and I've very much enjoyed having the Volt bike for the last few months.